I don't want to start this.
I don't know.
Hey guys.
Hi.
It's your boy Brad, back with another video, another episode of the podcast. Before I get into this, I'm kind of thinking I'm going to revamp the podcast. I know it just got started, but I don't think I'm going to call it the Paradigm anymore. I want this one on this channel to be nursing related. I'm going to do a separate one in the future. So it'll be something nursing related. But anyways, I'm being rude. This is my wife, guys, Ashley.
Hello.
So yeah, man, you guys have been wanting to see you've been wanting to see her, man. And so there she is.
Here I am.
So we're going to do this little podcast. I went on Periscope and had a bunch of if you see me looking over here, I'm looking at my laptop referring to these questions. I had a bunch of questions from you guys on Periscope. By the way, if you're not following me on Periscope, you'll be seeing a lot more of me on there, so you may want to. Here's the information on the screen. Yeah, man, go follow me there. In the meantime, while I'm busy doing this, Ashley, you want to tell them a little bit about you? Your, just anything you want to say about yourself.
Okay, well, first of all, you guys are very lucky because I don't feel very great today, so excuse the hello, my name is Ashley voice. But my name is Ashley, and I'm the original Nurse Bass. I'm the one that got him started in nursing in the first place. But a little bit about me. Well, I'm me, and I'm Ashley. And I graduated from East Carolina and North Carolina about 3-4 years ago. And we live here. And I started out as a surgical nurse, and I worked there for about a year and some change and got kind of tired of doing that. So then I decided, well, I'm going to go and I'm going to work labor and delivery. So I currently work labor and delivery. And I also work at the local health department Monday through Friday. So that's a little bit about me for now.
All right. So we got our first question here. This was from, we'll do the one from Harley Collins. How did y'all meet? You want to answer that one?
We met on MySpace.
Believe it or not.
So, yeah. I don't really remember how, but Brad came across like my MySpace profile, and we were like 16. Yeah, he was really creepy.
Not creepy, creeping.
You just like left a comment
on my picture. She just called me creepy.
Yeah, he's creepy. Sorry. You just like left a comment on my picture, and our dogs want to be a part of this podcast also. So hello from Nestle
fighting down there
to everybody. He left a comment on one of my pictures, and apparently we went to the same school, and we were like 16, and hello. So I don't know. That's how we met, and we fell in love, over the course of...
And how long has it been now?
It has been 8.5 long years.
No.
Yes, it has. What are you talking about?
I got this on camera. This woman doesn't even know how long we've been together.
Leave me alone.
We're going on a decade, woman.
No.
Yeah.
It has not been 9 years. It's not been 10 years.
Yeah, we got married on our 7-year anniversary.
Hold up.
We got married on our 7-year anniversary.
We started dating on October 27th, 2006.
Now let's do some math.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
All right.
All right. 10 years. Big whoop.
She's sick, so we'll give her a pass on that one.
Excuse me.
So, yeah, we're going on a decade, man.
Going on a long, long decade.
How you feel about it?
I don't know. Some days, y'all.
Some days, man.
I can't do it with him.
All right. So we'll move on to the next question. How long have you been an RN? Did you answer that?
I got my nursing license February 2nd, 2013. So you can do the math. About 3 years.
Actually, it's right. Yeah, you just passed your little birthday.
I did. I started working as a nurse. My first day as a nurse was February 25th, 2013.
That was your first day working?
That was my first day
But you got your
working.
license on the 2nd?
I got my license on the 2nd. I had my job offer in January before I got my nursing license.
So you're coming up on your 3rd year actually working.
My 3rd year anniversary.
Show some love down in the comments, people.
I know. Love me.
All right. That was from Harley Collins also. We'll go to the next one. How hard is it having your husband in nursing school while you're a nurse? That's from Alicia Motoros.
Well, Alicia, it depends on what he's doing. If he's doing all of this, it can be a little bit hard because I have no room to eat dinner. But it's not really that difficult.
You should see the kitchen table right now. It's cluttered.
No, it is with equipment.
With equipment.
So I couldn't eat dinner on the table. But it's not really that difficult. I mean, he does his own thing. I go to work, and we just make it work. It's not really hard. You just do what you do.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, and I think that's the beauty of her having already done this. She knows what's going on. She knows what to expect. She knows how hectic it is.
I know when to leave the house and let him study. Yeah.
So it kind of worked out pretty well.
Most days.
How did she, Nurse Merce with the clutch question. How did she feel about you being surrounded by women for life?
Well, I was okay with it until last week, and yes, I'm going to bring this up again because I'm not going to let him live it down. Apparently, he's all really into the ICU right now, which is great. Go ICU.
Yep.
More power to you.
Team
Not for
ICU.
me. Not for me. But Brad comes home from clinical about 2 weeks ago and says, I just got to tell you. He says, there is this girl, and she is, what was the word you used? She is gorgeous.
This never happened.
This happened, and he's never going to hear the end of it.
That's awesome.
So he goes, this woman is gorgeous, but everybody else is a little different. And I said, okay, well, I don't know why you needed to bring that up, but since you did, you're not going to ever hear the end of it. I don't really care that he's around other women because nursing is primarily dominated by females.
Yeah.
And I know I work around a lot of females all day long, but I mean, we're secure in our relationship, so it's not really that big a deal to me. But when he brings up comments like that, it makes me just want to punch you in the face.
So, how do you feel about being surrounded by women?
Honestly,
on the job? Yeah, working with women day in and day out.
I appreciate a male presence every now and then. Yes, we'll just go with that.
Okay, we'll move on to the next question. Thank you, Nurse Merce.
Thank you so much, Nurse Merce.
All right, so the next question is from Harley also. How often do y'all have downtime together?
Downtime. Well, it just kind of depends. I would say...
These dogs just are nonstop, man.
I know. They really want to be a part of this. Anyways.
They feel left out.
Most of our downtime happens probably on the weekend. On a weekend that either he's not working and I'm not working. So, I mean, we get it weekly. It's not daily, I don't think. We see each other most every day. Yeah. But we don't always get a chance to sit down and chill or whatever. Not every day. But at least weekly. I mean, I wouldn't know how to really answer that other than that. Do you got any better?
Do you find it sort of nice? Like not being attached at the hip 24/7?
I mean, yeah. Who wants to be attached to their spouse 24/7? I'm sorry if some of you guys feel that way, but...
Could we ever work together on the same unit? I don't... That might be a question.
No. We could not.
It's crazy how some people can do that, man. I don't know, I don't know how some people do it.
Not us. We get enough of each other at home. I don't need to be with you at work.
I love this woman, though.
Yes, I love you too, but you got to have a little bit of separate time.
You have to. All right, next question. So this is, we'll just go with the top question here. Ron, is there a plan for a baby bass in the near future?
There is a plan for a baby bass in the future. Probably not this year. Probably next year.
Trying to wait until I graduate, man. I've actually got that question a lot. It just seems to come up more and more.
What, the baby question?
Yeah. You've been together for a decade.
We've only been married for however many years it's been now.
She don't even know, man.
Yeah, whatever. At this point, it's just, I don't know.
But, yeah, just trying to wait till I graduate so we can be on our feet, stable, and, just trying to do the responsible thing, really. Thanks, Ron. This is A. Ray. If y'all had to have one meal, what would it be? So what about you personally? If you had to eat one thing for the rest of your life?
Is that what that question means?
Yeah.
If you had one meal, what would it be?
That's just the way I interpret it.
Well, man, I love the Stouffer's mac and cheese.
She's she loves that stuff, man.
I could eat mac and cheese could be like the primary source of the meal.
She's
and that
such
would
a
be
child,
fine with me. I'm not a child.
She chicken tenders and mac and cheese. that's her go-to.
No, excuse me. The last time we went to Chili's, I think he ordered the chicken tenders and
she's rubbing off on me.
I ordered the steak and yeah. So
what would you say though?
I would say mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese?
Stouffer's mac and cheese.
Let's see. If I had to have one, Tokyo.
Oh my gosh, he loves the hibachi chicken and rice and the white
There's this
sauce.
spot right down the road, man.
We've probably contributed to. We've probably paid their rent one month with as much as we eat there.
Phenomenal. That Japanese hibachi chicken with the white sauce. I'll tell you what, though, if you guys ever go to New York City, there's this place. It's a food truck called Halal Guys. HALAL. Phenomenal. And I think it's like Greek food. I'm not 100% sure, but they got this white sauce. Anyway, I digress. This stuff's awesome. I digress. But I digress.
I don't know.
That's the fancy Nurse Pass. This one is from Shane's girl, Monty. Shout out. Has there ever been a time where your schedules were so opposite and hectic that you barely saw each other?
Yep. Pretty much weekly. There will be at least one day where... At least one day a week, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, no, 100%. At least one day.
I mean, maybe 2 days a week, where I'll come home, and I know this happened last week, where I came home and I went to sleep and I didn't see him at all because he was still asleep. And when I woke up, and then I came home, went to bed, and then he came home, did his thing, and came to bed. But when I was working night shift, it was really difficult because he would have class during the day and I would sleep during the day, and I'd get up to go to work and he'd still be at school, and then we just wouldn't see each other.
Yeah.
But that's all right. I mean, that's how it goes. When you start, you're not always on a day shift, and you're going to probably be on a night shift at some point in your life. If you're not, then you're lucky. But that's just how it goes.
And so, again, it's wonderful that she has been there and done that and knows what is expected of me. And
yep.
It's great having somebody who's already been there, you know? She understands.
Yep.
That's my girl. Okay, next question. Victorishka. Shout out to Victorishka. That's my Russian homegirl. Was she supportive or critical or whatever when you decided to create a channel?
I was more whatever at that point.
Why don't you tell them what you really were?
What do you mean? I am telling him what I really was.
How'd you really feel about it?
Okay, well, you want me to be just straight up honest now. Okay. Well, when he first decided to do this whole YouTube thing, this was before Periscope and before whatever else he's doing now.
Yeah.
See, I don't even know.
Yeah.
I got different things going on in my life. But when he started this whole thing, I was annoyed because all he wanted to do was get on his little YouTube and make his little videos. And, God, now I'm contributing to the madness because I'm talking to you. But, yeah, he just decided he was going to do this YouTube thing. And he kind of put off some schoolwork, now that I'm going to put him on blast. But kind of put off some schoolwork.
They already know.
And, well, now you really know. And was complaining because, you know, he was doing his YouTube thing and not completely doing the grades he wanted to do. But he's kind of got his priorities a little more straight now. But I was annoyed, to answer your question. I was just kind of irritated that he was spending his time on something that was not contributing to school at all. And it's still not really contributing to school.
True.
But it's his hobby, so I'm supportive now.
You know, and, you know, I tell them all the time, like, like she was talking about, I got a lot of different social media on my Snapchat and things like that. I'm always like, I'm grinding, man. I'm grinding. It's all about the grind. You're so busy all the time doing all these different things. And so now you can kind of see what I'm talking about, you know, spending so much time doing this YouTube and all this social media kind of stuff. It does take away from school.
It does.
You know, but, you know, you just have to be, if you decide that you want to do this, if anybody out there wants to do this, you got to have your priorities in line. You know, if for some reason your grades start slacking, you got to be like, I got to hold off on this other BS, and I got to, you know, focus on what really matters at the end of the day. What are your career plans? Ron, by the way, said this.
Ron Juice. All right, my career plans.
He got the juice.
All right, Juicy Ron. So, I really don't have a set plan as far as right now. I'm pretty content where I am. Eventually, I'd like to go back and do some kind of advanced practice degree, whether it's being a nurse practitioner, which is probably what I'll do. But I have other things that I want to do before I do that. So, I'm not real sure.
Life things, that's what you mean?
Life things, children, moving to another city, kind of things. So, school will come after that. And I know some people say, well, you should probably do that before you get all your children involved and all of that stuff. But that's not my priority. So, I'm happy where I'm at.
Yeah, that's good. For a long time, she wasn't, For a long time, she's always been trying to find her niche, find out, where in the nursing world she fits. And here recently acquiring this new job, she's kind of happy going to work, Let me ask you this, because I don't know if I ever have. Ideally, if you could pick where you would want to be, what kind of unit, what would you love to be able to do? Maybe if it wasn't even a hospital, maybe it'd be a doctor's office. What is your thing that you think you would really enjoy? If you could have it your way. Or do you know?
I mean, I don't know, because right now, I know some people have a stigma with the health department, but the health department's a pretty awesome place to be. And maybe I just got lucky with the people that I work with right now, but I wouldn't really want to be anywhere else right now. Yeah. And I love labor and delivery. Awesome. It's really great. The reason I'm only there part-time now is because I didn't want to work night shift anymore, and I had a better opportunity. So I just work there when I want to, for the most part.
Yeah. Like she said, she did night shift for a long time.
So 3 years may not be a long time to some people, but 3 years is a very long time, because what I did was I lived the lifestyle of a night shift person. Yeah. So even on my days off, I would sleep from 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning until 4, 5, 6 o'clock at night. So to live that life for 3 years is a whole lot of nocturnalness, I guess.
So as you can tell,
it's awful.
She's not a night person. She's been a day person her whole life.
I like the night shift, but I don't like working night shift 3 nights a week my whole life. Yeah. Like, I like it when I go in and I work night shift. It's cool. I don't like day shift at all. I really hate day shift. Just because of the things that go on and more chaos and more people. Like, night shift is raw, and it is what it is. Less resources, less staff, more responsibility for everybody, and I like it that way. I mean, it doesn't matter what unit you're on, that's the way it is. So
yeah. What
was I've totally strayed from the question, but yes, career plans in the future.
Victoriska, did she tell you she will stay out of videos, or she knew one day she would be in it?
Well, I'm here. So, yes. Well, I never really told him that I would stay out of the videos, but he told me that he wanted me to be in a video and do something kind of like this. Yeah. And so, here I am.
Because she's the nurse. She's the one with the experience and the knowledge and all that good stuff.
Yep.
I'm the baby in training.
He's a baby nurse. I just recently graduated from being a baby nurse. I think you can consider yourself a baby nurse until like your first year anniversary, and then you can be like a not baby nurse.
What would you call?
You better keep this in there. A baby nurse.
What would you call a not baby nurse?
Well, it's not.
Would you call that a nurse?
Yeah, you are a nurse at that point. You have experience, and this dog.
Yeah.
We should probably just introduce her, so she'll stop barking and whining. Anywho, so yes, I'm here, and I never knew that I would be here, but I'm here today.
Oh, since we're still here on this, you guys let me know down there if you like this idea of the podcast of the Mr. and Mrs. Nurse Bass, and you may be seeing more of it. Let's move on to the next question.
Maybe.
What was your school experience like?
Oh, I could go on and on about this, but I'll make it short. I started college. This is Nestle. Nestle is 2 years old, I think, sometime this week. Well, I'm not really sure. Hey, Nestles and Nestle Crunch. Hey. Hey, Nestle. Diamond's sitting in the floor like, where's my love? She's a little too fat. Oh, no, she's not. All right.
School experience.
My school experience. Well, my school experience, you mean just nursing school?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I went to nursing school at East Carolina University, and that is in Greenville, North Carolina, for all of you who don't know. Go Pirates, arg. And I was a junior going at that point. I had taken 2 years of college in Charlotte, and then I transferred. And so I was going into East Carolina as a junior at 21 years old, and I lived in a dorm for my entire time, my entire 2 years that I was there. And it was the life of living in a dorm really kind of sucked. sorry for the word, but it wasn't that great. My nursing school experiences were pretty awesome. I think that the program that I went to, and I mean, all the instructors, they were awesome. We were talking about this last night when we went to get some food. But I had a good school experience. My clinical experience, however, wasn't the greatest. I won't call out anybody, but I had a semester in which I felt very bullied and very picked on, and almost left nursing school because of it. So I would say that nursing school was very, very bittersweet. I was 300 miles away from, was it 300 miles? I don't know,
Yeah,
3.5 hours away from home. I'd never been away from home for that long of a time and that, far away. Even though I was 21 years old, I was rooming with a whole bunch of like little 17, 18, 19-year-old high school graduates, but who liked to party. And I had to get up at 4:30 in the morning to go to clinical because I had to drive an hour and 15 minutes to my clinical. So, nursing school was a whole different life.
So, it just kind of goes to show that, and that's why I wanted to bring her on here, man, because, for those, there's tons of people out there who are going through these same things,
I know.
feeling the same emotions. A lot of people who's, contemplating quitting for whatever the various reasons are. Look at her, people. She fought the good fight, man. She stuck through it, and now she's killing it.
I wouldn't say killing
it.
I'm just working and living life.
All right, next question. If you weren't a nurse, what would you be?
If I weren't a nurse, I would be a baker. I would own a bakery.
She would be a baker.
I would be a baker.
For real.
I
She's
like
talked about it.
Sweets. I like eating sweets. I like cooking sweets. I like smelling sweets. I like the bakery.
She got a sweet tooth.
No, I got sweet teeth. I would definitely have my own bakery.
Yeah.
Yep. Or wedding planning. Event planning, I like to do things like that. Baby showers, birthday parties. I planned my own wedding with this guy, so,
True.
I would either be an event planner or a baker.
If I weren't a nurse or going to be a nurse,
Lord knows what he would be doing.
I don't know what I'd be doing, honestly.
He don't know.
I've said I want to do so many things in my life. Like whenever you think about people who are just like, they don't know what they want to be. That was me for a long time. Here's just real quick. Here's a list of things that I've said that I wanted to be in my life. A football player, a rapper, an author, a nurse, maybe a doctor, a lawyer, a police officer.
He wanted to be a doctor, and I told him no, that was too much money and way too much schooling. And then he decided he wanted to go be a PA, and I was like, okay, I could get down with that. But then he didn't have enough credits and, stuff to do that. And then he decided he wanted to be a nurse. And I said, all right, that's cool. We can do that.
And now we're killing it. I'm just going to keep saying
I really wish he would stop that. It's so annoying.
Saying that randomly throughout this thing.
My voice is annoying. I'm sorry. I hope
Did she go to the same school
y'all.
as me? No, she didn't. She went to ECU, as she said. We've already answered that one. Did she help you along your journey? Well, let's see.
I'll let you begin answering that. No.
So here's the way that it really kind of works, okay? For anybody that knows me personally, they would say that I'm like extremely inquisitive. I just ask tons and tons of questions. And so, I'll ask her tons of questions, and she does this for a living. And so she's kind of like, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to answer these questions. I've already been through nursing school.
No, I'd come home after working a 12-hour shift, get a shower, crawl on the bed. He would be getting ready to wake up to go to school, and he would have some kind of test, and he would be like, ask me a question.
Yeah.
I'm like, shut up.
That's my
just
classic
got home.
thing.
I just got home. I don't want to talk about this. I'm going to sleep. I have to get up in 8 hours to get ready for another 12-hour shift.
I've got classmates that follow me here on YouTube, and they would testify to the fact that I say, ask me a question. I say that all the time to everybody. Professors, nurses on the floor.
So aggravating.
I just like to keep my mind stimulated, man.
He does.
All right. Next question. Did she pass me any books? Yeah, she's still got a lot of her, probably all of her nursing textbooks.
I got every single nursing textbook that I ever bought. I didn't buy all of the nursing textbooks, like the pharmacology book I didn't buy because I didn't need. However, he can give you some good advice on the pharmacology stuff. Go check it out.
In the description, MedMaster course from nrsng.com.
So I have given him nursing diagnosis books because I hated that part of nursing school. I think care plans are ridiculous, but, that's just me.
That's another story.
That's another story for another podcast. But I did give him some of my old nursing books.
Yeah. And they've been helpful. It's nice not to have to go buy that stuff again. How long have you guys been... I should have saved that one for the beginning. Somebody just asked how long we've been married. I'm not going to bust her chops.
3 years this October will be how long we have been married.
I'm not going to bust her chops on that one anymore. Who motivates who more?
I don't think I motivate him at all, like, outwardly by saying it. I think I motivate him just by working. I don't know if you can say that's true or not. I don't say, good job, Brad, all the time, because he knows he's doing a good job. He's showing it with his grades. I don't need to sit there and tell him that. So I don't know. You can elaborate on that if you want.
I don't really know, man. She does motivate me because, she's doing it. I've always said I have a lot more experience for, I have a lot more, wow, I'm having a brain fart. What's the word? Respect for people who have experience than book smarts, I could sit there and study something for 8 hours and just be able to regurgitate it like no problem, but I haven't been there on the floor doing it. She's doing that. So she motivates me in that sense. What do you guys want for Christmas? We get some crazy questions on Periscope from time to time. That's Ron, by the way.
Well...
She just recently made the decision that we're going to be Christmas with the cranks in real life over here.
No, we are doing a Christmas between me and him. We're not doing a family Christmas thing with, like, my parents or his parents.
Yeah.
Just because, he's graduating and he wants this $350 stethoscope.
Yes, I do.
$350? Did you hear that? $350. For a stethoscope.
Look,
because
man,
he can't hear.
Yeah, that's it. That's the whole reason. My hearing ain't the best. And it's an electronic Littman. 3100 Littman. It's electronic, man. You can amplify sounds up to 21 times. Nurse Nicole, shout out. I watched her review. She said she was auscultating carotid artery and could hear bowel sounds. Obviously, she had it turned up too loud, but I'm just saying.
Someone must have had some really hyperactive bowel sounds. I'm just saying. Shut up.
That's
Anyways.
Awesome. Do you see
we
yourselves
will be in North Carolina until we die. I love North Carolina. I was born here. I will never leave this state.
The question was, do you see yourself in North Carolina long term or somewhere else?
Brad, however, would love to move to Florida where he says he was born, and oh Lord.
It's all about the you.
He only lived there until he was like 3.
Still all about the you. What are the video subjects that Mr. Bass is never allowed to touch? Is that a tough one? That seems like that would be a tough one.
I don't really know. I mean, I'm not going to tell him he can't talk about anything.
That's a tough one, right?
I guess, I don't know. There really isn't any forbidden subject. I mean, no porn, I guess.
No porn.
I don't know.
Oh. Any stories from clinical or on the job that have stuck with y'all? Obviously, remaining HIPAA compliant.
Obviously.
I
mean, I'm going to have to get back to you on that one. Maybe for another day. I can't. I don't know.
We'll digress.
Yes, whatever that means.
And move on to the next one.
We'll move on.
Who cooks, cleans, etc. most in the Bass household?
Me.
Don't let her lie to y'all now.
Oh, please. He's never touched a dish in his life.
Don't let her lie to y'all now.
Oh, that was a lie. No, I cook, I clean, and I take the dogs out.
She does the majority of the work.
I do everything.
She's bringing in the income and she's cleaning up the house. Cooking for your boy.
Yep.
Supporting him, man. I feel like a king sometimes.
For the last 10 years.
What does your wife think of your rapping?
I hate it.
1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 for the poet. They call him the psycho.
He is talented in his poetic rhyming.
That's great.
However, living with somebody who does that all the time makes me just like want to scream.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I guess it's better he's doing this kind of thing now. It's not as annoying. But when you sit there and you got to listen to it on repeat to make sure he's got the beat right and got the lyrics right, it just drives me up the wall. I can't talk because he's trying to do his whole rapping thing, doo-doo-doo. Whatever. Doo-doo-doo. Anyways, that's awesome. I can't stand the rapping, and I've never really liked. He's wrote me a couple songs. So you can ask him about that later. But as far as this thing itches, as far as the whole rapping thing, it drives me up the wall.
I could have told y'all that one. Let's see. What does Brad do that annoys you the most? And what is he the best at?
Brad does a lot of things that annoy me, but the most is when he changes the subject. If I'm talking about something, he is the king of changing the subject and not saying anything about what we just talked about.
My mind is just so sporadic.
It drives me nuts.
It's hard to stay on one subject.
And he is really good at math. If it weren't for him, I probably would have failed high school math over and over and over.
This is actually true. I did help her in high school math. I hate math.
I've had all my boyfriends help me with math through high school.
I try.
Yeah.
What's your wife and your view on nursing as a career heading into the future? It's gonna keep being a good career.
I don't really know how to answer that. That's the only thing I've ever known as far as...
We'd always have a job.
My view on nursing as a career.
God willing.
Well, I came out of the womb wanting to be a nurse, and people ask me why I want to be a nurse all the time, and I have no answer for them because I don't know. It's just the only thing I've ever wanted to do.
Yeah.
I could give you that cliche. I love helping people and blah, blah, blah.
You gotta love that one.
That's part of that, but that's not why you want to be a nurse. I mean, I don't know. It's a mentality. And it's the only mentality I've ever known and ever want to know. So it's the only career I'm ever gonna do.
Tough question to answer.
Very tough.
Let's see. What do you? No. Ron is the king of these questions. What are your pet names for each other? Honey, Sugar Buns, Detective Bass, Mrs. Wonderful.
Do y'all watch Shark Tank?
This guy.
Mr. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Anyways, we don't really have pet names for each other. I mean, do we?
I don't think so, no.
I just kind of accentuate his name sometimes. I'm like, Brad! I'll yell that across the house. No, we don't really have any names for each other. I mean...
None that I can think of.
I used to call him Buddha.
That was a long time ago, man. I forgot about that.
But you probably don't want to know why. He's got a gut.
It'll happen. I blame it on nursing school. How about that?
I blame it on other things, but it's okay. All right, next.
I'm eating good, people. All right. How'd you fall in love? So we're back to the beginning. Oh, okay.
Oh, we're back to the beginning.
We're back to the beginning, people.
Well, all right.
Well, people, I guess we'll wrap this up then. I hope you guys enjoyed it, man, learning a little bit about my wonderful wife over here. Did you have fun? Yes. I'm not so sure I'd call it that.
It was interesting.
Yeah, so you guys are going to have to show her some love down in the comments. She's sick, she's under the weather, and she still managed to get on here and do the dang thing. So anyways, again, it's your boy Nurse Bass, soon to be.
And the original. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. So, man, stay tuned for the next episode. And if you want to see this again in the future,
let me know.
Peace.
Bye.